Welcome back to Tutorial Tidbits. I'm Elizabeth St. Hilaire, and this week I'm going to show you how to apply glitter to the edge of a cradled wood panel. Now, this is a fun effect that I used on all of my Wizard of Oz portrait series pieces, and that workshop in its full length, from sketch all the way to finished glittered edges, featuring a portrait of Dorothy, is available on my Patreon page. It actually has never been published anywhere but my Patreon page. It's a multi-lesson workshop, and it is available to you as soon as you subscribe to Patreon, along with all other archived material that's ever been published on my Patreon page. So that link is in the upper right-hand corner. You can check out Patreon and see if it's for you. It is a month-to-month subscription. You are only committed for 30 days. You don't have to sign up for a year or 6 months, and you do have access to everything that's ever been published. Plus, I publish an in-depth lesson every single week. So that's 4 new lessons a month. I'm no good at math, but that sounds like a lot of lessons. So if you think you might be interested, check it out in the upper right-hand corner, and know that for your $25 subscription, you can get the full Wizard of Oz portrait series. I'm starting with the last step, which is glitter on the edges today in the garage studio, but you'll start with the first step. So if you've got a few minutes, let's go check out some glitter. Welcome back. So I'm ready to apply glitter to the 2-inch side edge of this cradled wood panel of Toto from the Wizard of Oz series. Now, the other portraits that I've done in this series have included Dorothy, the Tin Man, Glinda, and the Cowardly Lion. And they all have glittered edges. I started out by putting red glitter on the 2-inch edges of the Dorothy portrait, and I love the way it looks so much that I got yellow glitter for the side of the lion and a bluish gray glitter for the side of the Tin Man and emerald green glitter for the side of the Scarecrow. So for Toto, I decided to do purple glitter because I used so much purple and pink in the sketch on the front that I thought it would be a good color harmony on the sides. So if you are interested in learning how I create my Wizard of Oz portraits, my Patreon, which is a monthly subscription, has the full lessons on start to finish with the Dorothy portrait as the lesson. So it is the Wizard of Oz portrait series, and it is the full lessons of how to create the background, the sketch, the drawing, the painting, the glittered edges for Dorothy. And that is part of the archived material that's available on my Patreon page, immediately available to you as soon as you subscribe. So if you'd like more information on that and how to access the full Wizard of Oz portrait series workshop, check out the link in the upper right-hand corner for my Patreon page. So what I'm going to be using is a nice soft bristled brush, a golden soft gel gloss, and some fantastic purple glitter. So I have got Toto done on a 2-inch cradled board, and I have painted a base color of purple gesso underneath. Now I like using gesso because it is totally opaque and one coat covers the whole thing. So this is a violet gesso, and I know this is very close to the camera, but it'll give you a good view. So I'm going to take the soft gel gloss and I am going to apply it liberally on the side. Now, something else I might mention is that the front of this artwork has already been varnished. That way, if any of this soft gel gloss or glitter gets on the front, I can wipe it off with a damp towel and I don't have to worry about damaging the surface. So you want to have your art totally varnished before you start messing with glue on the sides, because inevitably some of that's going to get on the front. So working quickly, we're going to put the glitter on and then come back with a damp paper towel to wipe off anything that comes on the front. So basically, I am working on my non-stick craft mat tabletop surface, and that is available in a link below. You don't have to have this surface, but I find this to be amazing because any glue and glitter that gets on here, first of all, the glue will scrape off with your simple scrape of your thumbnail because this is a non-stick surface. And any glitter, I can brush all up into a small pile and put it back into the container. So I'm not wasting any glitter either. I'm not making a mess and I'm not wasting glitter. So basically, I am just going to shake it. Whoops, that was a bit liberally from the container, because all that falls on the tabletop is going to go back into the container, because I'm just going to sweep it right up off that craft mat. So I'm going to spread this and shake some more on. And then I'm going to tap it to get good pressure, adhesion. And I've got way more on there than I need, but like I said, I'm going to sweep it all back into the container. So I know glitter is messy. The best way to clean it up is to use a damp paper towel after you've swept it all into a pile. As much as you can sweep into a pile, just use a damp paper towel and wipe up the remainder and put it in the trash. Do not put it down your drain. Okay, so the benefit of the painted color underneath is that if there are any missed spots, you're not looking at white gesso, you're looking at purple glitter. So then I'm just going to tip it up and tap it off. And then I'm going to take my drafting brush and I'm just going to sweep it as best I can back into a small pile. Then I'll use my hand to get it even back into the pile. And then I'll sweep it up onto a piece of paper and put it back into the jar. So I will let this dry completely, and then I will seal the edges so that the glitter does not come off. So for the complete lesson on how to do this, again, that is part of my Patreon page. And I'm just going to tap this again and make sure it's all pressed down into that nice thick layer of soft gel gloss. And then I'll tap it again to get off as much extra as possible. So glitter is messy and it is not good for the environment. So I want you to sweep it all up into a pile, use your hand and get as much of it together as possible and put it back into the container, and then wipe up the remainder with a wet damp paper towel and put it in the trash. So don't put it in your drain or in the groundwater that way. And again, that's why this nonstick surface is so great, the craft mat. And I've got glue on my hands, so it's sticking to me. Get up as much as I can. And back into the container. So that's a little bit of a slow process, but like I said, you get up as much as you can and then use that wet paper towel. And that's how you can be environmentally responsible with glitter as well. So thank you for being here. I'm going to work on cleaning up this mess and doing the other 3 sides. And happy Friday.